BBC Sounds. Music, radio, podcasts.
So KSI, they come to me, the BBC, to do a podcast, right? And I thought, who could we start off with? What guests? And I was like, we need the king. We need the king of social media, the king of the modern digital world. And that is you, KSI. 20 million YouTube subscribers, or probably more so now. But
Well, I guess I've got like 2 channels now, so it's a lot. My second channel actually hit 7 million subscribers, so combined around like 27 plus million.
But it's such a mad world. I mean, we've just walked from a cafe to your house, and you got mobbed, and it's like hysteria. You know, this isn't people going, oh, that's KSI. This is people screaming on the floor, kids. And someone as a parent with 2 kids, I find it fascinating that you guys have become role models and heroes to that younger generation. It used to be Gaza. It's a fascinating switch from the traditional role model to you. And we joke downstairs, and it's probably me talking more like the 40-year-old man I'm about to become, of your responsibility to that next generation. I don't think sometimes you realise how powerful you are to that next generation.
Yeah, I probably definitely don't. But it kind of just happened. It's not like I was strategic and I was like, oh, okay, so when I start this YouTube channel, I'm going to make sure I get to this many subscribers and do this and do this. Like, at the time when I started, there was no, like, YouTube wasn't really a thing. Like, there was no money, there wasn't any substance. It was just you post random videos and then people would laugh and then move on to watch TV, etc.
But isn't that how the greatest of businesses and ideas get formed? By someone with a passion. To say, I'm not looking at this as a business. I'm doing it because I love it. It's a bit like sport and boxing. And the bad stuff about boxing is, and you probably feel this now about your industry, is that boxing, when you start boxing or you start any sport, you don't say, oh, one day I reckon I'll sign like a multi-million pound broadcast deal with a network, do you? You say, one day I'll become world champion. I'll become undisputed champion. That's the dream. The money, the stuff like that isn't even into it. So it's, for you, I guess it's the freedom to be creative. And that's why you started. Because it was that creativity, and it wasn't about, do you know what, one day, like people are doing now, probably. They're probably looking at now going, do you know what, I can do what KSI.
Because everywhere you see like people getting paid millions for, you know, playing games on YouTube, doing videos with beauty YouTubers just being like, oh, I'm making millions here and there, and they're like, oh, I want to get into that. Or just any random YouTube videos in general, people looking at and being like, oh, look how much money they're making. And that's why so many people are like now invested and now interested in YouTube. Whereas like for us, so many like people in my era were just like, oh, I just want to do this for the fun because it's sick. Like, I get to show people my skill. Like, I started with gaming.
And I wanted
with
FIFA, right? Goal of the week.
Yeah. I just wanted to show.
And what was that? Just about showing?
Just showing my
your
skills.
Friends and your
showing my friends, showing like people in forums and stuff. Like, oh, this would be cool to show them like my skills and how I scored a sick goal against this person. And then it just grew and grew into this machine, and now it's so saturated, the whole YouTube scene, the whole social media scene. Like, then Instagram popped up, and Snapchat and all these other social media start popping up and just create this social media beast.
Well, what do you think it was that gave that growth to your content? Because other people were doing it, you know what I mean? And they didn't hit the subscribers that you did.
I think
your personality,
my personality and like how creative I was, like when making videos. Like, you never knew you never could expect what I was gonna do. Like, I would just be like, oh, I want to randomly do a video where I make fun of this footballer in FIFA, and like no one would have expected that before. It's me just doing skills on FIFA. Now I'm just doing a comedy sketch on this footballer and just bouncing off to doing like rap battles with different footballers, or different managers like Mourinho and Arsene Wenger. Like, I did a rap, battle rap between them, going back and forth, and just random things like that just built this fan base of people who were just obsessed with me because they were interested in what I was gonna do, essentially, rather than just being obsessed about the game and then moving on when the game gets stale. That's why I guess I've been able to just constantly build an audience.
What gets you out of bed in the morning? Do you is it something where you can look to be the best, the biggest? Because there's a few of you now, isn't there? And I mean, you see, we'll go on to you fighting some of them soon. But that's like, part of this podcast is about getting into people's minds and saying, what gets you up in the morning? Most 25-year-olds right now would just be sick. I can't be bothered. Like, I've got the money. I mean, I saw the Piers Morgan interview you done, which was a little bit hard to watch. And all he asked you was, how much money you made? How much money? And I can see by the ice on your wrist, you've made money, right? So congratulations.
Thank you.
But what is the drive? Is it the business? Is that business side now to it as well, or you?
I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say the business side is what drives me. I think for me, what drives me is proving people wrong, if that makes sense. Like, most of my life, I always had people saying, "Oh, you can't do this." Like with the whole boxing thing, a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're a gamer. How are you gonna get into boxing? You'll never be able to do that. You're too overweight, or you're too this, you're too that. You should have started when you were younger." Blah blah blah. So the idea of me proving people wrong and showing that you can do that is what drives me. Same with the music. People are like, you can't do music. You're not good at it. You don't have the voice for it. You don't have to look, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. And then proving people wrong and showing that I can do that. Same with the gaming. Same with all types of like YouTube videos that I've done. Like, so many people are like, you can't do this. And I think that's what drives me most of the time, if not all the time.
The success and the platform that you built has given you the opportunity to do those kind of things.
Yes.
Like, you can't, if you're a YouTuber with no platform or small numbers, you can't create a music tour. You can't create this. I mean, I sometimes joke with Liam, you could do anything. Anything. You having a game of table tennis with Logan or one of these other guys, it's going to be a massive event.
Oh my God,
and we can talk about that later, by the way, as well. But what was your lifestyle growing up? You come from Watford, we were joking. AJ Town,
Well, I had African parents, so it was quite strict. Went to church every Sunday. Went to school Monday to Friday. My parents would drive me to school and back, so I would never have any have any funny business. I couldn't ever get into any of that. It's extremely strict, and I was just studying all the time, and I guess my release or my fun was just gaming, essentially. So,
because you were right at the start. I mean, I know the size of the gaming market now. That's probably 10 years ago.
Exactly.
And you've seen that gaming industry change.
Oh my gosh! Where it was before and where it is now, it's incredible. Obviously now you have the people like Ninja, but Ninja's been around for so long. I remember when he was doing Halo tournaments back in the day when I was starting to do FIFA stuff, and no one knew who he was. And then as soon as Fortnite came, and then as soon as Drake did a stream with him, and all these things just built the whole gaming scene bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's just insane.
So did that, having sort of quite strict parents, which obviously were keen on the academic side, how did they even, I mean, they must have given you so much stick growing up. Get off that console, get off this,
my God, they would hide the console, they would, at one point they destroyed the console. It was savage between me and my parents when it came to the game, because they just saw it as they always told me, you can't make money playing games. Do you see anyone else doing it? And I think that's what drove me quite a bit, to be honest, hearing that and again, proving my parents wrong, showing that you can make money by playing games. And obviously now everyone knows, but at the time, no one knew it any better. Everyone was just the only way to make money is being a doctor or a lawyer, doing all these standard jobs. And now now there's just so many.
Everyone's trying to do it.
Yeah.
What do you think though? Good luck, good timing, good vision. Everything's about luck and timing in business and work ethic.
And work, so work ethic is important. I work tremendously hard. I'm always working. I'm always making sure every day is productive, because that is what drives success, essentially. And you're right with luck, being at the right place at the right time helps, but also you could be in the right place at the right time and still not take the opportunity that you're given.
100%.
So that's why, again, you always have to make sure you work hard to get to those positions, and then work hard even more to make sure you succeed in those opportunities that you get.
The harder I work, the luckier I get. That's what they say.
Well, yeah,
that's what they say.
That's a good
But I could
phrase.
talk to you for hours, but I have to talk boxing.
Yes.
Because what you have done, I have to be honest with you, it made me feel a little bit sick earlier.
It must be a bit annoying.
I spent my whole life grafting, selling tickets, creating great fights, trying to sell out stadiums, driving pay-per-view buys, and then you do a show first of all at Copper Box. I kept my eye on it. I was like, okay, 7,000 or 8,000. I've done shows in the Copper Box. Haven't sold that many, but that's okay. We'll take it on the chin. This is all Mickey Mouse. People interviewing me about it. What you got to say about the YouTube fight? The what? Don't be ridiculous. We concentrate on real boxing.
I think I saw that interview.
Yeah. Then I was hoping you'd disappear. Right? Unfortunately, you came back for the Logan Paul fight at the Manchester Arena. And we had an event actually on the same night. We had an event on the same night as your Copper Box night as well. But this time around, you sell the place out. 19,000. You do over 1 million pay-per-view buys. And again, I'm really not a bitter person. I actually wish people success. But I was really hoping you'd get knocked out that night. I'm only joking, but I was almost hoping, and I'm a bit ashamed to say this because it does make me sound a bit bitter, that it wasn't that good. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking, these guys can't fight. Like, this is going to be horrible to watch, right? And I watched it live. I paid my money, and I watched it live. And it was really, really good. I mean, it was competitive. It was high standard. The production was good. I wasn't mad on the head guards. That's something to be talked about again. But it was actually a really good advertisement for the sport. And it comes back again, doesn't it, to content. People watching. If people like what they see, they'll buy. They'll subscribe. They'll spend their money. And you box to a draw. Slightly controversial, you know. But tell us about that fight.
So I think it all starts with, like, near enough the beginning with, like, the Joe fight, like, preparing for a fight. Like, when I first got into that ring, I was like, what is this? What is this whole boxing thing? It's nuts. Like, I remember I sparred with one of my mates, Gib, and he was beating me up, man. Like, there was one point where I was like trying to guard with my knee up and everything. Like, I was going nuts. And I was just running around and I was getting tired, and he just kept coming and he was just beating me up, and I was just looking at the time constantly. And from then on, I was like, am I really cut out for this? Like, this whole boxing thing. But I looked at myself. I talked to Vidal, who decided to train me. And he was just like, yo, you can do this. You just need to get up every night or every day and just work. So that's what I did. I trained hard, and I think that's what I have to say to those who go, what's this whole boxing thing? Like, you guys aren't taking it seriously. We did take it seriously. I know I did anyway, like, with how I trained.
You're both in shape.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not like we just dossed it and we were like, oh, whatever, we're gonna get paid anyway. No, we were like, we both are competitive people and we both want to win. So I made sure I put in the work, I put in the hours, I put in the sparring time. There's times where I would spar 9 rounds, because this was a 6-round, 3-minute fight for both fights. So I made sure I did like 9 rounds, 4 different opponents of just sparring different opponents each round. And, like, trust me, it's like, I'm sure you know how intense it can get.
I think anyone that steps through the... I mean, I had 2 amateur bouts when I was 15. But it is a unique experience. And to do it in front of that many people must have been the greatest buzz of your career. I mean, I can't see... I imagine going out performing your music is one thing, but to go, that's a gladiator sport. You're going in front of, although a younger audience for you guys to watch, they want to see someone get knocked out. It's the greatest sport in the world because it's so authentic. It's you and another man, and you're having a fight in front of people who are watching you have a fight, hoping that you get knocked out, or we see a knockout, or we see entertainment. And that buzz walking out to the ring, Must have been amazing.
It's amazing and crazy at the same time, because obviously it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure because obviously both our egos are on the line. A lot is on the line, and it's having that many people just around you watching. It can break a man. It can, and I felt like that's what broke Joe as well in the first fight. He saw how many people watching online. He saw how many people were in the arena, and it broke him. Like, he was prepared for that fight. He trained hard, but like, it's one thing training ridiculously like before the fight, and then getting to the fight and doing what you've learned this for how many months or years. I think it's another, like, it's crazy. It's intense, and
especially as it's not your forte.
Yeah, that's it. Like,
fighters always say, the place where I feel the most comfortable is in the ring.
Yeah,
they might do a press conference or a video or some filming, and they're like, they're shaking. And I'm thinking, this ain't a good sign, but we get him in the ring, his heart's not even beating. The difference is with you guys is it's not your natural environment. It wasn't like you were sitting here playing FIFA against each other. You were having a fight. And actually that's what I think is one of the most appealing things of the project, is that it is two guys who are out of their comfort zone.
BBC Sounds, music, radio, podcasts.